Kaboom. What up?
What's going on, everybody? This is Amit
and Dominic,
and we are back for another episode of the AIB show.
Don't number it.
I stopped. That's why I paused. Yeah. We may look like we're in the same clothing as we did in the last episode, but forget that. It's a figurative imagination. We're wearing a uniform. We're pulling the whole like Facebook guy thing. So we wear the same stuff all the time. So we have to think about it.
Talking Zuckerberg?
That's his name. I was drawing a blank when I said Facebook.
I know Steve Jobs did. Zuckerberg?
Yeah, all of them did. Yeah, they all did the same thing. It's like one of these.
I've fallen into that because I feel like I'm of that ilk.
Yeah, no, I wear
black t-shirt every day. This is the one time I throw in a.
I wear a white V-neck every day for work. Not because I'm on their elk. It's just easy.
Regin, elk is
ilk. Sorry, elk is an animal. Yes.
Elk is an animal.
I just said that. I corrected myself. Right. My bad. Damn, dog.
Yeah.
You're so aggressive, son.
Because I'm working out.
Did you work out this morning?
Not yet.
Not okay. So as always, we are doing this live on the Facebook, and for those of you who want to join, you are welcome to do so. I am posting the link in the Facebook live feed. You can see it there and obviously comment accordingly if you'd like. But on to the topics of the day. So there apparently was a Metaverse wedding. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Metaverse is in essence Sims. Like it's just an online situation. It's a virtual scenario where you can do whatever. So people are actually buying Metaverse real estate and meta all kind of stuff and all the stuff that's non-tangible that lives in the interwebs. It's like the reverse matrix, where you're buying stuff in the internet versus living in the real world or vice versa. So these people had a Metaverse wedding. Now, it was a New York Times article, and it caught me off guard in so many ways that I just didn't even know how to even address this. I was very, very confused by why somebody would do this. But there was dancing at the reception. The groom's buddy made a toast, and it all happened in the Metaverse. And the bride and groom, the groom, it was a bald-headed man, much like Dominic. The bride was, and I'm basing this on his avatar. And I just didn't know that I knew you could do this. I assumed you could do this, but I don't know why you would do this. I'm just confused as to the why.
So did they have, sorry, I didn't hear at the beginning. Did they have attendees?
Yeah. The groom's buddy made a speech. People made speeches. There was
everybody
dancing.
Attended.
Yeah, virtual dancing.
Here's the thing. Maybe it's COVID concerns. I could understand this, but I doubt it was, right? Because isn't that better than like a virtual wedding, which they had in COVID, where like two people would get married, obviously two people, and maybe a couple other people in attendance, and then everybody else just watched live via Zoom? This seems like a more interactive, for lack of better words, fun environment. But assuming it's not COVID concerns, and they just wanted to do this, it's interesting.
But why?
Probably save enough money.
Okay, I'll give you the cost savings, right? But you're in the Metaverse, so now so now if I'm invited to your wedding, now I gotta go design an avatar. Now I gotta be a part of this situation. I gotta learn how to dance.
Yeah, but you can do things like you can make yourself like taller, so you could feel like on par with regular humans for once in your life.
I'm gonna lie, I'm pretty much above regular humans in the current state, so there's no point. That's irrelevant. Not in height, literally, but the point being, no, but why would I got to learn how to do all this? I got to create I don't even have an avatar on my phone. I don't want to why would I want to do all this when I can just come to your wedding?
Oh, they met online. Maybe that has something to do with this.
So hold up. So did they not actually, were they present when they got married in the same place, the husband and wife, or were they not in the same location?
I'm realizing they got married simultaneously in real life while doing that. So they probably had on there. Yeah.
So then somebody's managing the Metaverse wedding, or this is a way for you to share it with people who weren't present? You can't just send them a link, like a live stream? Like, why are we doing that?
That's what I was talking about.
My boy just got married in India. We did a live stream, had dinner for him, the whole nine. We were there. We even had Indian food because homie was in India. We did the whole thing. We were here in America.
What, did he send it to you, or did you order the Indian food?
No, we didn't send from India. He's gonna say he's got a wedding to plan with like 12 days of weddings. No, we ordered Indian food from Miami like adults. We could do that, and beveraging, and we showed up and watched. So we watched the live stream, but it wasn't like a meta stream. It was a live stream.
It's funny. I'm surprised you even ordered the Indian food. Must be a good friend.
Hold up. With that being okay, when I say we, Amit showed up with some beveraging. Amit didn't do any of the food ordering at all, so I can't take any credit.
Exactly.
You know me, man.
Not so much of a good friend.
No, not that. I just don't think this way. I don't. It's not that. It's just. I just don't get it. I'm a good enough friend. I just don't think about things like that. Those nuanced things that make everything better. I don't think about.
Okay, I wonder how old these people are too. Let's see if I can get the age, because that matters too. I mean, by looks you can't really tell, because people don't have my youthful glow.
Hold up, you're seeing an actual picture of them?
Yeah, 52 and 60. So no, they're not young. Because I try to have a conversation with my parents and my in-laws, about the metaverse, NFTs, and really apparent was a huge disconnect in grasping it.
You thought Jimbo was gonna grasp all this stuff in 2 seconds, and I'm not knocking Jimbo. I'm saying dude's seen some things, man. That's all I'm saying. He's seen things in a different way. Just like I don't understand a bunch of the stuff the kids do nowadays, like and I try, and I'm just mediocre at it. Like I still can't grasp TikTok. I still don't understand why. A lot of these things I just don't understand, and I probably will never understand.
Yeah.
But there's that. On another related, not related.
Wait, sorry. Just get back to that, because we've never talked about this. So the metaverse, real quick. Remember what you're saying. Or did we talk about the real estate plays in the metaverse?
Yeah. I mentioned that people are buying meta-red real estate, but I don't know what that means.
But there's a brokerage in Miami I saw came out and said they're focused strictly on.
I did see that.
Digital acquisitions and sales. That's their brokerage niche.
No, and the dollars are significant. It's not like a little bit of money. They're throwing huge dollars at stuff.
$2 million an acre and things of this nature.
It makes no sense, right? Like even Peter's like, I don't grasp NFT stuff. I I understand what it is. I just don't understand why it's valued at what it is.
Yeah.
Right. So there's two different things.
I get it. You don't understand why it's valued?
The NFTs?
Yeah.
At what it's being valued at? No, I don't understand how it's being valued.
Okay, then you can't understand what baseball cards are being valued. Can you?
No.
Okay, that's
well,
fair.
no, I get no. I guess for that's a different, because one is a tangible item I have in my hand.
It doesn't matter about tangible.
It does matter about tangible.
You look at it.
No, but it's tangible, it's tangible, and there are a limited number of these in the world, and this one's tangible.
Number of you're assuming that there are. Remember, some NFTs are one of one.
But it's in my possession. You may never see the baseball card that I have because it's in my possession.
The Mona Lisa sits in what's it sitting in?
Go ahead.
Where's the Mona Lisa?
Finish that. Come on, finish that thought.
Okay.
Come on.
The Mona Lisa's in France, but
come on, keep going. Well played.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Dominic. Right?
Well played. All right.
Sits in the Louvre. But I can have a Mona Lisa in my kitchen. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. The actual one sits in the Louvre. I can print out one and have it in my kitchen. It's realizing that's the concept. Art in general, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same reason. If you can grasp why art has value, it's perceived value. It's a perceived value. There's no actual value. It's what the market will. It's the same thing with NFTs. It's just a different asset. It's a digital asset versus tangible, but it's the same thing. The demand for certain ones are there. There's limited ones for certain ones. There's a lot of speculation. Remember, many of the art collectors, the bigwigs, never have their art. They're stored in museums and stuff, and they either do it for ego or for investments, right?
So so then I stand corrected.
That's it. It's the same thing.
I stand corrected. I that's a way better way to explain it than I was previously grasping, because initially the thought process I was applying to it a lot of times was, remember they were like talking about initially it was videos of like LeBron's last shot in whatever.
That was very confusing for me to figure, and I finally figured it out. But that was very confusing.
Because I was like, why would I want to watch LeBron's? On YouTube. It's always there.
I own some of those. Yeah, I own some of those. But you could just go on YouTube and watch the same video.
Okay, so that I don't grasp, and why would I pay money for that? Because that one is available in perpetuity for anybody. Like there is no limited quantity that's completely available. Why the F does that have value?
And then I realized it's the same thing.
But it's not.
You can buy a Shaq basketball card that some random company made up and that's a fake, or I can buy the one that Ultra made in 1992. It's the exact same thing. I have it. It's the collectorship. I hate to say the word nerd, because like you don't have art nerd, but you have. I guess in every aspect of life you have nerds. It's the appreciation for it. It's the self-appreciation internally, knowing that it's yours. It's pride. That's all it is. Why we have these baseball cards and basketball cards, they're more valuable now than ever, the demand for them. It's skyrocketed. Gary Vee has been talking about this for years. He was on it about a decade ago. And then I want to say it was January or February of this year, he came out and said, NFTs, you got to put in 100 hours on NFTs to really figure it out. And he's banking millions on them now, even his own NFTs. It's just about pride and appreciation.
Yeah, but Gary Vee is also Gary Vee can drive the price up because he's Gary Vee.
Yes. But I'm saying back to the
like if I was Gary Vee, I would do this. Like you and I were talking about creating some NFTs as well. Now creating an NFT, but the likelihood of that having any value is blah.
Peter just said some dudes make 8-bit art and sell it for $20K. Yeah, and we saw one this month where somebody, instead of selling it for what, $700,000, he actually accidentally listed it for $7,000.
That's right, yeah.
And a bot automatically just scooped it up like that. But yeah, those apes and everything are definitely 8-bit art.
It's madness. On that note too, Dominic and I 2 days ago were billionaires upon billionaires.
I can show the
digital
proof.
Billionaires. I mean, man, my account.
Yo, correct it. Sorry. I had 7 billion. You had a
my bad. I had 170. I had 170 million. Yeah, you're right.
You're like a pleb, a little peon.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Couldn't test me.
Yeah, it was madness.
7 billion with bees.
Looked at my account, damn near crashed the car.
I called Puffy, had to pull off. I was like, dude, are you driving? You got to look at this. He goes, no, I'm driving. I was like, dude, you got to pull over. He's like, hey, man, I'm driving. I go, no, Bridget, you have to pull over and look on this.
It was insane. I pulled up my Coinbase account and I was like, yo. And I was trying to do any kind of trade, couldn't do any kind of trade because none of it was real. You know, it was one of these things where it was like a calculator. Just these numbers didn't make any sense to me. I was like, how are there so many numbers?
Coinbase said over 7 billion in there.
Straight madness, legit madness. But yeah, it turns out we were still poor.
Could not pull it out. So she said.
Yeah, moving on. So this is a little later. So you said I didn't bring this up last week. I thought I did, but either way, we'll get into it now. Joy Taylor. Jason Taylor's sister, Joy Taylor she is a sportscaster, podcaster, et cetera, was from Miami, now based in LA. Anyway.
Jason Taylor, a Hall of Fame Miami Dolphins player.
Correct. Joy Taylor said her 2 goals are to have a full-time driver and be able to fly private whenever. And I was like, those are cool goals, but I don't know if those are my only 2 goals. Like, should those be my top 2, I guess is my question.
Full-time driver would not be my top 100.
Yeah, and I'm the same way. I don't really care enough where I need to be driven around. Now, flying private whenever I want, that matters. That one I'm about. But I don't know my other top, what would substitute? What would be your other top?
Oh, full-time chef.
Ooh. Now, does the chef also do the grocery cooking? Because I don't want that part I want that out of my life too.
Grocery shopping?
Tomatoes. Yes, what I meant. Wow. Yes, grocery shopping.
Grocery cooking. Yes, that's what a chef does. Cooks groceries.
Does the chef? Will the chef go and acquire the groceries, bring it back, and cook it in the whole 9? Like I don't want to do any of that stuff. I want all that stuff taken care of.
It's your top thing. You can make it however you want.
Chef's pretty good, man.
That's pretty good. Great.
Chef's pretty good.
All your meals.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. And Amit does like to fly everywhere. So the flying private whenever is also pretty nice. I don't know if I have another thing that would work. Like those are staples of, I have everything I want.
Yeah.
I may have to just steal it. I'm going to steal the chef one from you for now because I haven't thought of anything better yet. But those 2 seem pretty amazing to me. Chef. But yeah, all right. Okay. Because that was one that came up to me and I was like, the driver thing didn't do it for me, but I didn't know what it would be. And when she put this out there, I was very, very impressed by this because I was like, that was an interesting question. Did not have an answer for. And
is your goal still to have a lot of people, I wouldn't say a boatload of money, but then you have multiple cars, one of them being a 2-door Honda Civic?
Civic? It was. I hate driving now. Hate's a strong word. I just barely drive. So having cars in general, I wouldn't do it. Like legitimately, like even right now, like just having a car just seems like it's because I don't have to go to the office. I don't do standard commuting. I may drive today. I'll put it this way. Case in point. There's a big box behind me. So I ordered a mirror, right? That came in from Overstock and Overstock sent me the wrong mirror. So I'm opening the box, and I'm OCD, so I don't just rip the box open. I'm very gingerly opening it, whatever. In the event that something's wrong.
For fear of something being wrong?
Yeah, so I can then pack it back up and send it back. Because otherwise, I got this box and this thing, and I got to figure out how to pack it up. So just to save myself future stress, I'm very diligent about how I open the box. Open the box, then I read that the frame color is not the color I ordered. So I had to go online and whatever. I was like, hey, guys, I sent me the wrong one. They're quick, oversight, very quick on the response time, by the way. They're like, hey, sorry about that, blah, blah, blah. Here is your return label. Here's whatever. Just take it to UPS store whenever. It's on us. The new one's already being sent over to you. And I wrote back, and I was like, look, thank you, except that you want me to take a 7-foot mirror in a car that I don't own to a UPS store. And even if I had a car, it wouldn't fit in my car. So that's not going to work. Right. And they're like, you know what? UPS is going to come to you. We'll schedule delivery, and they'll be ready for you whenever you are. And I'm like, all right, this I can get behind now. That's some good customer service. But for a second there, I was like, how the F am I going to get this anywhere? And that was the only time I was thinking about driving. And I was like, I can't even carry this box, even if I wanted to do it myself. And so my point is, I don't need the car for almost anything. Is my point. It's it's more just recreational driving around. Yeah, to go, go be like, yo, come check you, or go check somebody, be like, yo, what's going on? Them kind of things. So having cars, meh. Having fancy cars, even less. I'm a minimalist in that way. I just don't really care.
Oh, speaking of which, we talked about this yesterday. My dumbass. I knew about the chip shortage in cars, but I didn't realize it was widespread across the whole friggin' country against every car. Like, you can't get a car.
You mean world?
Yes. Yeah, my myopic view. Yes, the world. You're right. But affecting me here in America. Can't get a freaking car.
I mean, if that isn't a first world problem, if any first world problem, I can't buy a new car.
Yeah, I can't.
Shucks. No, but it's true though. It's a thing. Dominic thought it was all the interwebs and people blowing out of proportion. And I'll get a car when I'm ready, and wait till the last minute. Mind you, I've been asking if he was going to get a new car since I moved down here, like a year and a half ago. And he's been just dragging it along. And now he has to get a new car or buy his current car. Yes. Peter's got a Nissan Z in where are you? Are you in Germany, Pete? Yeah, in case you want to have it shipped over.
I'm an SUV kind of guy, but I appreciate it.
But yeah, so driving, yeah, but again, he's saying it's for the pleasure of driving. He's driving in Europe, where you've got the Autobahn, you've got certain things that make it fun. And again, I don't mind driving. I just don't need to drive regular. So it's very much whenever I'm around, whenever I get around to it. I just don't need it in a regular situation. That's all. So that's why the car thing is not there.
Speaking of selling and buying stuff, did you see there was the black couple in San Fran?
I did, because I posted it. Yeah, in my notes. You want to tell the story? Yeah.
Well, this black couple, and I've heard stories about this a lot. They're actually
that was what it was. It's stories. It's stories that people had heard. This was the first time I actually saw like a legit, comparison. I thought it was crazy.
This couple had their home appraised and felt that it was woefully low, and then wound up having another company appraise their house, but remove all indications of black people living in the house. Had their what?
Yeah, no, continue. Had their friend.
Had their friend who's white show up, pretend to be the homeowner, put pictures in the house, things of that nature. Saw all the pictures of them go, and lo and behold, it was valued at $400,000 more. 400, not 4,000, or even bad enough 400,000. So they're suing for $500,000. I get it, and we hear stories about this a lot. It's
crazy. I mean, I read that and I was like, yo, this is
racism
crazy.
Rears its ugly head in so many ways, whether willfully or subconsciously, right?
It was crazy. Now on a more like continuing on the path of just things that make no sense to me, that are crazy. You got Mark Meadows, you got Steve Bannon, you got all these people who are out there who are being sought after by the 1-6 commission to testify, et cetera. And all of them are saying they're not going to do it. And then they're found in contempt and blah, blah, blah. And it means nothing. And I find this very interesting to me, right? You've got a bunch of rich dudes who are being found in contempt by Congress for not speaking or not speaking under oath, right? In regards to the knowledge base that they have, or providing information and so on and so forth. And they go, you're in contempt. And what does that mean? Meanwhile, If a Mick gets pulled over at night in a dark alley, in a dark street or whatever, I'm probably gonna get thrown in jail for a long time for nothing at all beyond speeding or a taillight being out or something very, very inconsequential. And these guys are in the public eye going, F you government, and nothing? Like, it's amazing to me. Like, you can just see this power dynamic, the difference there, where an average citizen, you ain't got no choice, man. You get a bunch of cards, try to get a bunch of speeding tickets out and say that works out for you, right? Try to do anything trivial and say that works out for you. These guys are blatantly saying F you, right? And be like, no, I'm not doing it. And what? Nothing. It is amazing to me
because
how ridiculous.
January 6th, Amit.
It's so foolish, man. It
was just
no, but this could be anything. Okay, call it whatever commission you want. If Congress says, yo, I need you to come in front of me and speak, and you go, F you, I assume there should be some kind of penalty.
Remember Chappelle? Plead the fifth.
They're not even doing that. They're not even pleading anything. They're just saying F you. They've even gone to sit down to then plead the fifth, which would be even more, which is what's going to happen anyway. They're just not even going, and nothing happens. Nothing. And I'm amazed at this division of how labor, you mentioned jail and people getting thrown in jail for almost anything. And these guys are just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I don't grasp this. Like, how is this even possible to look at this and be like, and by the way, I also go in with the expectation nothing's going to happen to these guys. So I'm going in knowing nothing's going to happen. And then I'm getting frustrated when nothing's going to happen. But I'm not saying nothing happening after you hear the story and you hear whatever. And then you go, you know what? Nothing's going to happen to you because you're uber wealthy and you know a bunch of good people. They're not even getting to the point to ask them the questions, which is amazing to me. Just friggin' amazing. Right? Blows my mind. So, and I don't know why I'm frustrated because, again, I said I expected this, and yet I'm so frustrated.
You already know, bro.
It blows my mind, man. Like it's crazy. It's really, really ridiculous. So this is on a random tangent. You ever watch a movie? And I think I was watching The Matrix last night or a couple other films. And they go into a warehouse and they turn on the lights.
I know you're going to this.
And the friggin' lights are staggered lights all the way. You know what I'm talking about? And they just stagger. It's like one light after the other all the way down to show you how vast the warehouse is.
Yes.
You ever seen a switch like this in your life?
How much warehouse you been in and turn on the lights?
Richard, I've been in warehouses. There ain't no 20 switches that friggin' toggle this way. It's not the way electricity flows. It's pretty instantaneous.
I think there is.
You would need literal independent switches, or you would have to truly delay the time. So this way the lights would go on at a couple second interval across the board. It is the most ridiculous thing ever to show vastness versus anything else. Like, it is just, and I see it all the time, and I'm like, who built this light? This is a bad light. It seems horribly annoying. It is very horribly annoying to me, but it bothered the crap out of me. And I see it in all these movies. And I was like, Red Notice, it was in there too, which is also a bad movie. But I'm watching Red Notice and it was in there as well. In The Matrix, Indiana Jones.
Bad movie?
Red Notice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, bad, like, can you watch? I'm supposed to watch with the kids.
No, you can, watch with the kids. It's bad. The kids are like, oh, it's bad. It's mediocre. It's for the kids, man. You'll be entertained, but it's bad. It's not a good film at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to go see Spider-Man this afternoon. That's a good film. That's getting rave reviews. And I'm saying good film. I haven't even seen it yet.
Yeah.
You know, but this is, this is.
Braden told me, my son, this morning that 4 times he asked to see it. He said he's hearing it's the best Marvel movie ever. I don't know where the hell he's hearing this from, but
you cut out a lot. But you said that this Spider-Man was the best Marvel movie ever. Is that what you said?
Oh, my son has asked me 4 times today to go watch it, and told me that he heard it's the best Marvel movie ever.
I'm hearing the same thing, dude. It's getting like 100% on the tomatoes. Like, it's crazy. You should go do that versus watching Red Notice and save that for someday when you're bored at home and you got nothing else to do.
Speaking of movies, in today's version of Who Knows, did you know that Hugh Grant's middle name is Mungo?
So what?
His name is Hugh Mungo.
You're a friggin' lying. Yeah, you're an idiot. You're an idiot.
I'm telling you. My name is Hugh John Mungo Grant. Take away John.
You're an idiot.
My name is Hugh Mungo.
You're an idiot.
I'm an idiot. I'm telling you. Look it up.
No, I'm not looking that up. That's just, I didn't even want that in my browser history. I don't want that in there. I don't want somebody going to admit you're an idiot and you did that.
My name is Hugh Mungo Grant.
You're a friggin' idiot. I refuse to believe that. You're an idiot. I'm not buying that one at all. And I'm not typing it in my Google machine. I don't want any history of me even conceiving this could be thought remotely true. This is wrong. There's no way that's possible. You're an idiot. Oh my God. It's not. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You're not gonna get me with that one. Oh, by the way, today's the Bahamas Bowl.
Today's also the Boca Raton Bowl.
Who the heck plays in the Boca Raton Bowl?
Appalachian State versus I don't know who.
Are you going?
Who plays in the ball? No. Why would? It's not like I live in Boca. Why I live in South Florida, undisclosed location. maybe I'll drive there, but the traffic kind of.
With one car, you don't have a car yet.
Oh,
you can't even do this.
Car for a few days. Actually, my bad. The bowl is tomorrow. Is Bahamas today or tomorrow?
Bahamas is today. Today's Friday, right? Yeah, Bahamas is today.
First of all, you're asking me, do I ever work? You're asking if today is Friday?
No, hold on. I'm on holiday, son. I'm on vacation. This is why I'm going to go see the movie this afternoon. I've earned my vacation. I'm on holiday, son. I can do this.
Who's in the Bahamas Bowl?
Toledo and Middle Tennessee.
Oh, that's better. So the Boca Raton Bowl starts at 11 a.m. That doesn't seem like
that's madness, dude. That's madness. Yeah. That's madness. Yeah.
We just flipped some canes. football. Just flipped somebody. It's corner from Bama. Just texted you.
Oh, friggin' whatchamacallit still Bartholomew?
Yeah.
No,
you
he's
guys not there on Facebook, but I just texted
No, on the texting. I saw that right now.
Yeah. Publix Bowl in Pompano, Peter says. The UM is playing it, no joke. Do you know what UM is playing in? What bowl?
I don't know the bowl, but I know it's on the 31st.
The Tony the Tiger.
Oh, that's right. Tony, it's in Texas, right?
Which is also very bad for you. Frosted Flakes, people. Do not eat that.
Oh, right. I was going to say, I was confused. But Frosted Flakes doesn't taste good. It just tastes like sugar. Just really, really sweet. Nah, it's
high school,
really,
I
really
used to
sweet.
sit in class and just eat boxes of it.
It's evident. We see that now. You got nothing, huh? You got nothing.
I don't.
All right. I gotta go.
Enjoy the weekend.
I gotta go get rid of this mirror.
It's not the weekend because this comes out on Monday. For the people on Facebook, enjoy the weekend.
Enjoy the week.
Eat better. Pete, please tell people about this.
Apple for real,
really
man.
Good to us. Apple, we love you. They haven't restricted us these last few weeks, so thank you. But write and review, please. Spread the word on social media. Take a screenshot. Tag us. Video.
All that good stuff.
Check the website, theaibshow.com.
Which Amit needs to update. Part of my things to do with my holidays.
Check Instagram. Check Facebook. Let's go.
All that stuff.
Spread the word.
Much love, everybody. Thank you.
Better justice over order. Make the world a better place, but first, make this country a better place. We are not great. We're actually pretty shitty. But we have good potential. Hopefully. We'll see.
Well, you just went positive and negative in all over the place, and you came out with nothing in the end. We'll see is how you ended this.
Yeah.
Madness. Pete, much love for sticking around with us from Europa and supporting the cause from across the pond. Much love, everybody.
Cool.
Have a good one.